I hope you are taking care of yourself and enjoying the winters as I am in Karachi and I'm a true Karachiite and I'm shivering in winters. Little bit winters are enough for me. So there are a lot of things about my vlogs and everything and the work I have been doing, and what I want to tell you is that your story is your superpower. You are your own magic. Whoever I am today is because of my story, and people like me who go through a lot of struggles. I'm talking about extreme struggles, and not having basic childhood which was functional. And let me clear you one thing, that they're not one incident, there were a lot of incidents which happened to me. After moving out as well, socially as well, we are surrounded by all kinds of men and all kinds of people as well. So no, I had no intentions of sharing my sob story, but I intended to encourage a lot of other people to share their stories, including men and women. And I have received through my work for art criticism, art activism as an artist, and I have collected a lot of stories through my installation work called Who Will Attend My Funeral throughout these last 10 years. There is a reason why I cannot exhibit my work in Pakistan, because the work I talk about and the kind of topics I am doing right now, it's not acceptable in our society. So it was never easy. What I have chosen is a very, very difficult path for myself. Also, when I started sharing my stories in vlogs since last 2 years maximum, and I've been consistent during lockdown. Before that, I was just exhibiting my work as an artist internationally, not in Pakistan. They don't even want to, the art fraternity of the art establishment, they don't even want to consider me as an artist. Let's just go there. There are a lot of things which happens outside this camera and outside my vlogs, but then there's one thing that I am doing this for attention, and maybe it's true or not, or whatever the reasons. And there are a lot of people who support my work, but that's 1% of the society. It has to be at least 10% of our people who accept such stories and who support such stories. I took a stand for my self-respect, for self-existence, for a lot of things which were wrong and which we consider to ignore. Because ignoring is not a solution. Ignoring is something that you are encouraging those predators to do more of those hideous things, to abuse, to have a domestic violence, to suppress other people, to patronize a person or a woman. Because being a person, a woman, and telling the whole world that listen, I am alone, it's putting myself out there and risk my security and a lot of things. I was already an outcast for my lifestyle and for the life I have created and for my story as well. I had worked literally very, very hard to justify myself and to be here, to be able to talk about my story, and I feel blessed to be here, to reach at this point where I can tell you a bit of it. A lot of details I am writing in my book, and I don't know when I'm going to finish it, but I'm trying to finish it. But then there are a lot of things that one needs to share their story. When you share your story, you are giving power to yourself and to a lot of other people who are suffering in the same manner. When one speaks up, another one also joins. And all of those women and all of those men who have brought us the revolutions and changes in any society, because of them we are here and enjoying our freedom much better on a much bigger level. And then you create a community also where you stand with yourself, stand for others as well, and then it discourages a lot of people who are doing bad things. Sad part is there is the ratio of people doing bad things, predators, is much higher than the victims. And that's why they try everything to stop us, people like me who are speaking up, and put hurdles in our way. There were several hurdles, several bullying episodes, kind of taunts, social taunts, a lot of things in my way. But then my only thing is that I have believed in myself, and then I have looked towards those friends, those support system who were there for me literally there for me, because it's amazing and it's marvelous that you are supporting someone who is living a controversial life and then talking about it as well. Some wants to ignore and then close their ears and say whatever, what is she talking about. I was once called by a very close friend when we were friends that I don't want to listen to your sob story. How hurtful is that? Least you can do, just, if you can't support it, just take your way and leave the person alone. Nobody wants to be out there and add this work to my full-time work and then come here and talk more and more and more and spread the word and tell that, in a very most patriarchal society, that okay, I have been through this vulnerable moments and experiences in life, and then where we live, it's not acceptable to live like that as well. To have a life of your own, to create a life of your own, to wear what you want to wear, to look like what you want to look like. Because when a woman goes out, whatever she's wearing, there is so many excuses just to attack, in any ways possible. They stare at you, they try to do everything. I mean, in socially as well, you have to protect yourself before trusting any men. And for men also, there are a lot of bullies as well. So I'm talking about abuse in general and a lot of things which our society takes it very normally and which is wrong. That's the reason of sharing my story with you guys. And trust me, it has been very emotionally and socially and mentally difficult for me to share, and I do shortlist things and I do edit in my head that what can I talk about and what I cannot talk about without putting myself and my life and security and safety at risk more than ever, because more you go further it makes your way very difficult. I had chosen a very difficult path and I am proud of myself, and I am proud of all of those people who have been there for me and who have supported and who listen to my voice. So when you go further, there will be more people. You will have your army of support. You will have one person among thousands, but that one person matters. Like we say in Urdu कि आटे में नमक के बराबर, but आटे में जान तो उस नमक की वजह से होती है. And that's all we need. I think considering Pakistani population, I don't even exist here. I don't even come in a percentage. But we need more people to speak up and get out of the situation and have a life that they deserve to live, and just to deserve to live being a human. That's why I shared my story. I shared my story for you. So you have to speak up with me also, and you share your story as well. Your story is your power and your own magic. And remember that those people who go through a lot of difficult experiences, they are on their own experiences that you can't imagine happening to you. They are much more stronger than you also. Don't think of them as a very weak person, because they're not weak. They're stronger than anyone else. I have been strong. I had no other option of standing by myself, taking responsibility. I have to take care of the house, do everything by myself. But I am grateful to have this physical ability and mental power to do that. You can also do that. You just need to take one step. About my work, I didn't start just blabbing about my videos and just sharing my sob stories, as someone put it that way, or something. Some people think that, it's not real or she's making it up and everything, but there are people who had witnessed my struggles when I only had one jeans to wear when I was nobody. And I started from scratch, from being on the road. I was not a millionaire. I have worked hard to be here to have a good, respectful life. And I'm exhibiting as an artist. My work is based on that. I have several reviews about my work by Pakistani pioneer art critics and internationally as well. And if you are an artist and if you're just a regular person also, that's a big deal. Now my work is part of several students from masters and PhD in US and UK, and I do interview them. That means it's reaching masses, but the sad part is it has to reach Pakistan as well. So if you're watching this video, do share it, do comment, do try to contact me. You can DM me on my Instagram, or my email is on my website. Do share my work. You can see my work. It speaks for itself. Yes, it does speak for itself, and it does speak against a lot of people who don't want me to share my story or your story, for instance, because then they don't want to get caught. They want to keep doing what they're doing, and they will keep doing what they're doing, means harming other people, until you stop them. I believe one generation has to sacrifice themselves for another generation to come and have a better life. So I'm sacrificing mine here, putting everything at risk. You share your story, you can share your story, and I will share your story with my installations, which will be exhibiting internationally, not in Pakistan. I have shows lined up. So I'm going to pick few things anonymously and share it with my work, something like that. I will write it: in search of that death, I found life. Someone sent it to me. I'm not lonely, but I am emotionally alone. So these were the words taken from those stories, and I will use it in my artwork. That will share it more further and further for a lot of people like me. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, I post every week, and I'm a curator professionally. That's my living. So I have a series called Behind the Art Scene to educate masses in Pakistan about art and all the happenings and all the projects I'm doing. So I'm explaining that. Do subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with your friends, and if you know somebody is suffering like many others. Take care of yourself. Much love. See you soon.